lovelies, it's Ava here, and today we're going to be doing my first quarterly book haul of 2018. So this is going to be my book haul from January, February, and March of 2018, which is so exciting. So we're going to go through some of the books that I got at the very beginning of this year. So let's get started. In January, I only got one book because I was saving up for all the releases that came at the end of the month and in February. So I got sent this book by RT Publishing, got this book for me to review. So I reviewed Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. It is amazing. I absolutely love this book. It's very different from everything else I've read in YA, so I loved it. I loved reading this book, and I was so thankful for this being sent to me. Yes, I'm really happy to have this one, read it. Thank you for the amazing opportunity to review this one. If you want to go check out my review, I'll link it down below in the description. So that was the only book I got in January. We're going to continue on into February. The first book that I got in February was Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is their sci-fi book. This is their new, I think it's going to be start of a trilogy, not really sure. All I know is it was sci-fi and it looked amazing, and I knew the description when I bought it, and I have lost it from my memory at this moment, but this was another January release I was waiting for, and I'm so happy to have it. I love Amy Kaufman, so I'm excited to see what this story holds. I think it's like space exploration or something. I'm excited. The second book that I bought in February was Say You'll Remember Me by Katie McGarry, and oh my goodness, I love Katie McGarry's writing. Everyone knows this because I talk about it in like every video, but Katie McGarry is a fantastic contemporary writer. And I got this one to review, but I had an e-copy of it, and I knew as soon as it came out that I would need a hardcover. So I have the hardcover here. I love this one. This is another one I reviewed for RT. So amazing. If you have not checked this book out, go check it out. It's about a girl, and she's the governor's daughter, and she's having to go to all these events, and there's another boy, what's his face, Drix, and Drix is convicted of a crime that he didn't commit, and he was put into this sort of recovery training program, and it's like the new thing for the governor, so he's going around touring with the governor and her and Elle, and they're going around and doing campaigns as he's running for, like, I don't know, Senate or something. And it's their love story of falling in love, but her deciding who she wants to be, not around her parents, and him trying to come to terms with him going through what he's going through in his family life. And it's such a cute, touching story, and I absolutely loved it. So go check out Say You'll Remember Me by Katie McGarry. The next book that I got in February is Everless by Sara Holland. This book is about time is blood, and so like you pay for things in your time, and it's really interesting. And supposedly I think her father's dying, and she has to go save her father and win a bunch of time, I think. So this is another fantasy book that came out in February, and I wanted to check this one out, so I picked this one up as well. I'm very excited to read it, so I can't wait to pick this one up. The next book that I purchased in February was Broken Beautiful Hearts by Kami Garcia. I love Kami Garcia's first contemporary, which was The Lovely Reckless, and that was about like a boy and a girl, and one was like a street racer and the other one was a daughter of a cop, and it was so good and touching and like heartfelt, and I loved every second of it. Kami Garcia puts a lot of heart into her contemporaries, and they're not just about the romance, it's about like your self-struggles and dealing with the things around you, and this one was so good. This one was about, I have to reread people's names because I can't remember. This one was about Peyton, and she was a soccer player, and she was dating her best friend's brother, and she was having a great time, and then one night she discovers something that her boyfriend has in his car, and he gets angry and shoves her, and she falls down the stairs and injures her knee, pushing her out of the soccer season for the fall. And it's her recovering from that situation, but her mom moves her to a different town in, I think, Tennessee or Kentucky or something, and she's living with her uncle and is dealing with her uncle and her cousins, and then there she meets Owen Law, and Owen Law is a like fighter, and he fights in rings, and it's her falling in love with him, but him falling in love with her, but they're both fighting their different struggles through health reasons and other things going on in their lives. And it's such a cute little story, and Kami Garcia put so much heart into the story, and I love it so much. If you haven't gone and picking up Broken Beautiful Hearts, I highly suggest you do. It was top notch. The next book I picked up in February was Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This one is supposed to be super cool. It's Anastasia meets sci-fi space, and I'm just so looking forward to this because I, for one, love Anastasia, and for two, who doesn't like space? Like, I don't know. Outcast, rogue, orphan, rebel. And I'm so excited to read this one. This one is supposed to be another sci-fi, so probably once I finish Obsidio and in the mood for another sci-fi read, I'll pick this one right up. The next book that I bought in February was Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. This one is the second book to Daughter of the Pirate King, and I love Daughter of the Pirate King. I'm like obsessed with pirates. Have I mentioned my obsession with pirates? Okay, so my obsession with pirates is just a little strong. So, oh my hat, oh no. Can I go without my hat? I will have to. Okay, so this one is the second book to Daughter of the Pirate King, and I loved Daughter of the Pirate King. It's about this girl who's half pirate, half siren, and she's sent by her father to go find the missing piece of a map to go and find the Siren Island, and she finds it, and it's her like story being like captive on a boat, and her falling in love with one of her captives, and her just, oh, her story. I absolutely love it. Love it. Living for it. So I really want to pick this one up like now, but I'm in the middle of Obsidio. If I stop, I don't know when I'll go back. So I have to finish Obsidio, and then I'm going to pick up this one right away because I'm so excited to see the end of the story, when she meets the sirens, just all the fun stuff that comes in this book, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready for it. Ugh. And then we're gonna move into March. In March, I went to Spain, so I got some really cool books. The first book that I picked up in Spain was La Puerta de Bosque, and this is Hazelwood. I'm pretty sure the Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and I got the Spanish edition. The first store I went to in Spain, I was looking for Shadow and Bone because it's my favorite book ever, and I needed a Spanish edition for it. So I went into the first store. They didn't have Shadow and Bone, but I saw this cover and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this one before. I know it's a book back home, it's Hazelwood or something, and so I picked it up. So I now have the Spanish copy. But what I really like about the Spanish copy is look at the end papers. Look at that. That's so cool. I just really liked the Spanish edition, so I just picked it up. I think it's super cool, and it's going to be a really cool collector, and it's always going to be something I got from Spain, so I'm very happy I picked this one up. The one I got at the store as well that didn't have Shadow and Bone was Nieve como si es, which is Snow Like Ashes by Sara Raasch. And I like this story a lot, and I'm very happy to have the Spanish edition, actually. I thought I wasn't going to find Shadow and Bone, so I was like, which ones would be good? And I'm really happy about this because I really liked the first book of Snow Like Ashes, so I'm very happy to have the Spanish edition. So yes, that's another one I picked up. And then I found the book I was looking for, and it was Sombre y Huesos. I'm terrible at Spanish, guys. Sombre y Esos. And I'm just so excited to have a Spanish edition of this book because, guys, this is my favorite book ever. Have I mentioned Shadow and Bone? Yes. And so I'm so excited to have a Spanish edition. This one I might actually read in Spanish because it'll help me with Spanish class and in Spanish 4, which I'm really happy about. And it'll look great with my Spanish edition, my UK edition, my new cover, and my two other normal US editions, one with highlights and one without, you know? So together, all my Shadow and Bone books look like that. So I have 5 copies of Shadow and Bone now. That's not including Ruin and Rising, Siege and Storm, and all my other Lee Bardugo books. But look how cool they all look. very happy. I'm very happy. Okay, so those were the 3 Spanish books I bought in Spain, but to go to Spain, I didn't want to have to like travel with any big thick books. I took one book, but I never ended up reading it, and I read a bunch of ebooks on my phone. So the books that I did buy for the trip were Carnaval by Stephanie Garber. I already had this book in hardcover. I just thought if it was on my phone it'd be easier to read and I could read it real quick, so that's what I did. I bought it on ebook, and then the other books that I bought on ebook were these Beautiful Beautiful Hearts by Kimmy Garcia. I bought that one on ebook because it would be easier to read and to take with me, and I read it so quickly. I think I read it in like 2 days. Love her book. And then another book that I bought was Summer Nights by some J.M. Sevilla, I think that's what it was, and I bought that one the night before we left for the trip. It did not make it on the trip. I read it in one night. I loved it, but it's like, I think it was the classic bad boy good girl sort of story that I love to read on Wattpad, so I just like read through it so fast. Oh, I'm trash. And so that's what I read. I got those 3 books for ebooks, and then I bought 2 more books in March, and these were the ones I got when I came back because they were released, and I was so happy about this one. I picked up Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Oh, I absolutely love the cover for this one, and I've been taking the I have papers in here because I've been reading it at school, but I've been taking the cover off and just carrying it around at school like this, and I absolutely love it. It's a great conversation starter. So so I've been carrying this one around at school and reading it. I'm like 200 pages in. Yeah, I'm loving it, so I'm so happy to have this one. It's finally out, so I get to read it, although all my other bookish friends have already read it, so it's kind of sad because I'm slowly behind on the train of the crying, so I need to catch up and cry, so that's what I'm doing. And then when I went to go pick up Obsidio, I couldn't just stop and buy one book at Barnes & Noble's. You're surrounded by books. I had like 5 in my arms, and I put like all back but Obsidio in the one I'm about to show you. And the book that I did pick up was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This one is really, look at the cover. I've seen everyone have like the white covers. Okay, sorry if this is a mess. I've seen everyone have the white covers, but this one's black. It's so cool, and another really cool thing about it is look at this. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting here on what. Look how cool that is. It's like embossed on it, and it's so dang cool. Oh, look at that. I am living for it. So I had to pick this one up. I just had to. And I love the story, and it's all fae and magic and high fantasy, so when I'm in that mode, I can go straight and pick this one up. I'm also meeting Holly Black at North Texas Teen Book Festival, which is in April, which is another cool announcement. I'll put that really soon. But I think I've been talking about it. I go every year. So I really wanted to pick this one up, so I picked this one up as well. And I'm so happy to have it, and I am looking forward to reading this one, because it's high fantasy, and I'm just looking forward to it. Yeah. It sounds so good. I just want to read it right now, but I have so much other books to read that we're not even going to mention. My life is a wreck. So those were all the books that I bought in January, February, and March. I bought 12, and then I got 1. So that's like 13 books that I collected over 3 months, which is very good for me because I normally do a lot worse. Especially on my birthday in February, but I didn't do too bad, so I'm very happy. That is gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be doing my quarterly wrap up really soon, so look for that to be posted. And okay, I'm gonna talk about North Texas Teen Book Festival real quick. So I'm going to be at North Texas Teen Book Festival in April. I think it's April. I'm going to be at North Texas Teen Book Festival April 21st, and that is the festival day. But I'm also going to the author luncheon on the 20th. So if you guys are going to be in the Texas area, please make sure that you come to the North Texas Teen Book Festival. There's like 80 authors. It's run by an amazing person, Mary. She's awesome. She sets the whole festival up. Love her to death. And I'm just so looking forward to this year's festival. I'm not going to bring that many books this year. There's only about 5 authors that I need book signed for. But this is my 3rd year going and I'm so excited. So I can't wait to be there and I can't wait to see all my friends again. So make sure you come down for the North Texas Teen Book Festival. It's in Irving, Texas at the Irving Convention Center and it's free to the public. So make sure you can make your way down. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed and I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time with my quarterly wrap up. Bye!